Hello, Firefly Dream Chasers. This is Dawn Ivy, your director, and I want to take a few minutes to go over the different variety of basket parties. Now, some of you might be wondering, what is a basket party? Well, a basket party is another option for those people who do not want to host people in their home. There are a ton of benefits to this type of a party, mainly being time, and the hostess does not have to clean her house or does not feel like she needs to provide snacks and stuff like that. So it's much more convenient for people to want to do basket parties. And there's different ways that you can do them, and I'm going to show you 4 ways that I know of, and I'm sure there are other people out there who have their own variety. So I'm going to start with the 4 different types, and I'm going to show you each one real quick. And remember, at any time, if you want to stop the video and take notes or whatever, you can. All right, the first one I'm going to show you, this is one of 31's timeless beauty bags. And you see it's not very big. It's about the size of a small notebook. It unsnaps right here. And when you open it up, let me go this way. It opens up like this. So hopefully you can see I've got testers, I've got catalogs and information over here, a pen in the middle, and a scent pack, a room spray, and a couple of oil samples. And so let me show you each section separately. In here, I have testers, and I counted there are 31 testers in here, and I do believe there's probably room for another 5, which would give you 40 testers. But you do not have to give all 80 testers. You can just give them 35. Or 35 will fit in here. In the middle, you have this pouch, and I have a scent pack and a room spray, and then I do have a couple of oil samples. You can include more oil samples if you want to. You can include a scent circle, a car bar. There's a ton of other products. You can put samples from the Skin and Groom line, the laundry line in here, a place for a pen. And then in this pocket here, I'm going to take out what I've got in here so you can see it. But of course I have a full-size catalog. Depending on who you're giving it to, you might want to give them more than one catalog, though you may want to put about 3 of them in there. So inside is the catalog. Inside the catalog is the essential oil brochure, an order form, and you see I've highlighted all the information, and I've actually put our tax rate down here. My contact information is up at the top. And then a join brochure, because you never know when your hostess may decide she wants to join. So that is one way you can do a basket party. Another way, you've seen me use this bag many, many times. These come from the Scentsy family store, or you can go to Target and Walmart and buy an insulated tote. Inside of here, I have already ready 2 catalogs. I normally include 3, but there's 2 in this one. And inside of each catalog, I have 1 warmer of the month brochure. I try to include a variety of them, in not just one. And then I also have the join brochure, essential oil, and a couple of order forms. Now in each one of these, I'm also going to include a hostess letter, and I will go over that in just a minute. Okay, so here is a second option. The third option is one that's called a borrow bag, and Scentsy actually started this at Spring Sprint 2015, and they gave us these cute little bags, and mine's very well worn. They don't sell them anymore, but you could use an insulated tote or some other type of bag. The idea of a borrow bag is to let someone who has never tried Scentsy before, or maybe someone that has it at home but not in their office and they want to try it, you give them a full-size loaner warmer or plug-in, or both if you so choose, and a couple of like 2 or 3 scents for them to try, and you give it to them for about 5 to 7 days. The choice is yours. So in this bag, I have the zebra warmer, and I always take the bulb out when I get it back and put it back in its little plastic thingy. Here's the lid. I usually ask them what type of scents they do like, so that I am giving them samples of something that they would be drawn to, like if they want vanilla or floral scents, manly scents, and then I'll package them up like this. It's only half a cube. And then they have these cute little clipboards that I don't even think they have that in the store anymore, and this form that says borrow bag. And on it, it has the contents of what you are including in the bag, your contact information, and when you are going to pick the bag back up from them. I have a join brochure, catalog, and an order form. You could also include oil samples in there if they were interested in the oil samples. And so you would give one of these to someone and just tell them, make sure you get their contact information and tell them that they can borrow it for 5 days, tell them how to clean the warmer out, tell them to change the wax out once a day if you give them 3 to 5 scents, just so they can try a variety of scents before they give them back to you. And then schedule a pickup day and time so that you can get your products back. Now, I have only done a borrow bag 3 times. With each one of those customers, I have ended up getting orders from them for over $200 each. So the first 2 customers I did this with ended up qualifying for Hostess Rewards, and they didn't even know it. I had to call them back and say, hey, you get some free stuff. So that was a really nice bonus. So the borrow bags really, really work well when, because once you get the product in the customer's hands, they're going to want to buy it. Another option for the borrow bags is some of our other product lines. You can do a borrow bag with our clean line. So you can give them the Scentsy Fresh, some hand soap, some of our dish detergent, and some of our counter cleaner. That could be a borrow bag. You could also give them a borrow bag of our laundry products. So the liquid laundry, the clothing conditioner, the washer whiffs, and the dryer discs. Now those items, of course, depending on how you do them, the idea is they only need to like clean 1 or 2 rooms or do 1 or 2 loads. So you're not giving them enough to do a week's worth of laundry or a week's worth of house cleaning, just enough to give them an idea of whether or not they would want to buy those products from you. Then the last type of bag that I have started using is an essential oil bag. Once again, I got this little bag from Spring Sprint, but you could use almost any type of a bag. I put my samples in these little plastic containers. The lid pops off. There's a cotton ball in there. I lay cotton balls on the counter. I put 5 to 7 drops of the oil on a cotton ball. Then I put the cotton ball in here. And then I use a Sharpie to write the name on the lid, and then I just seal it up. Since I started this back in September or October, I have had to go back and add some more drops of oil to the cotton just so that the smell is a little bit stronger. But I put them in this bag. I have in here the little key ring that describes all of the oils, a couple of diffuser pamphlets, an order form, and a join brochure. So this concept is the same as our tester bags. They're going to take this home and they are going to smell them, and then they are going to pick out the oils that they would like to try and return them to you. So that is all the different types that you can do. Keep in mind that when you do this type of a bag, I forgot to show you, this is a full-size mini tester set. There's 80 testers in here. Let's assume you've only got one of these. Optimize what you've got, and with 80 testers, you can easily create 3 separate mini tester bags until you can afford to buy another one, or maybe you don't want to buy another one. So what you will do is go into your catalog and look at each different scent category, and you can pull 2 to 3 scents from each category, enough to give you 3 separate bags using 1 set of testers. Then buy a bag for each one, put catalogs, order forms in each one, and get them handed out. If you have these, out there working for you. If they're sitting at home, they're not doing anything for you. Then the last thing that I include in all of mine is a simple letter. I call it a hostess letter, and I can upload this in the file section to give you an idea of what I do. But I like to keep mine very simple. I tell them that I'm excited about them hosting a party. I explain to them where they can find the combine and saves in the catalog. I tell them what items cannot be put into combine and save packages. I tell them what the tax is. I tell them if they collect $200 in orders, they're going to get free shipping. And I do let them know that that's an additional, that's an additional savings because most companies do charge shipping. I write down the name that they need to make checks payable to, what their hostess rewards are, and where they can find it in the catalog. And then I also have a referral program where I talk about that, you know, while they're passing the basket around, if one of their coworkers, family, or friends says, hey, I want to take it home and I want to see if I can get some orders too, I'm fine with that as long as they get that person's contact information to me. Then if that person ends up having a qualifying party, my hostess will receive another half off item. So those are 4 different ways that you can do your own basket party. Optimize getting orders without having to go into someone's home and have them clean, possibly put finger foods out or whatever. So I want you to spend some time over the next couple of days, and I want you to get your tester bags ready. Put whatever you have available to you in them, and then upload a picture for me so that I can see them. All right? Y'all have a great day.